This is London calling in the overseas service of the British Broadcasting Corporation.
I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
The pocket battleship, Graf Spee, which has been for many weeks preying upon the trade of the South Atlantic, and met her doom.
Mother dear, I'm writing you from somewhere in France, hoping this finds you well.
We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall never surrender.
Hang up the washing on the Siegfried line, 'cause the washing day is here. Whether the weather may be where or fine, we'll just love along.
Das Oberkommando der Wehrmacht gibt bekannt. Ein im Atlantik operierender deutscher Flottenverband unter Führung des Flottenchefs Admiral Lütjen im Seegebiet um Island auf schwere englische Seestreitkräfte. Das Schlachtschiff Bismarck hat hierbei einen englischen Schlachtkreuzer, wahrscheinlich Hood, vernichtet.
The sinking of the Bismarck was due to the cooperation of the RAF with the Navy. And Rodney, which did some pretty work with her 16-inch guns.
This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. But it is perhaps the end of the beginning. But the Japanese High Command had declared that a state of war existed with Great Britain and the United States.
The German Navy, so proudly built up by that smug strategical genius, the Führer, is slowly but surely being wiped out. Now the Scharnhorst, the 26,000-ton battleship, has gone to the bottom. A not unusual result of action against the Royal Navy.
Led by a powerful British escort, the main body of the surrendered Italian fleet is transferred from Malta to Alexandria.
Signed the act of unconditional surrender of all German land, sea, and air forces in Europe to the Allied Expeditionary Force.
Back across the China Sea for the last large-scale surrender at Hong Kong, where today warships of the Royal Navy ride at anchor in the harbor.
Well, hello and welcome back to the port. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good night wherever you are in the world. And good evening. The name it was. Good to see you. Good to see you. So today we are going to be doing the usual Friday live stream, Bovril and Boats as I sometimes call it, and we will be starting with a game in the Icarus in a game of ranked. So I'll just get that launched in the background. But how's everyone's week been? How's everyone keeping? I hope you've been keeping well. And while that's all sorted, I'll get the music launched. So let's see, our first game of Arena, I should say. Game of, obviously, well, Arena on New Dawn. Hopefully everything's all okay. Yeah, I have unmuted the microphone, thank God. So in the Icarus, let's see, we've got Mahan, Grass Bay, Tennessee. Guide Pensacola, California. Fubuki, Aoba, Fuso. Let's use our speed and maneuverability and head over to this one, I guess. See what we can see. Yep, microphones all set up nicely. So yep, as always, at the start of the stream, just starting off with something smoky, as I like to say. I just like my British destroyers, and the Icarus is definitely one of my favourites. It was. Tried 12-hour shifts this week, and boy, was the sore on your feet. Oh my. I'm trying to think what's the longest I worked. Don't think we ever did 12-hour shifts. Or did we? I think I may have had like long shifts like that, but I think we got like a 10-minute break, and that was about it. Evening, Sean, evening. Hopefully you've had a good week and looking forward to a nice weekend.
We've been spotted. Affirmative.
Oh, we've been spotted. There's my hand. Let's swing it around and see if we can grab the steering gears. Hello, Sax. Hello. Hoping you've having a good day. Shouldn't be too long to the end of your shift. You working this evening? That was as well. Let's see. Something's definitely off into towards the smoke. And it's going to be close, judging by the way the aircraft is there. Thankfully, we have a potentially friendly Dallas. I say potentially friendly, because there is obviously friendly fire in this game mode. So you got to watch those torpedoes. I think we're picking up the grass spare. There's something closer behind that island, which I doubt. Just on that bomb shot, I think I'll see if I can cross the front of the Dallas and get this reload booster thing in my bobby. It looks like he's making the same turn, so... RDF is definitely pointing over this way.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Now it is a Guidey, which is quite a difficult ship to have to deal with. Kind of hoping that maybe a Weight of fire might work in our favour here. Also, I think by closing in towards these islands, I'm stopping the Pensacola being able to engage me. Nice work. Considering I'm working with a pair of randoms, do seem to be working alright together. I think I'll leave the Pensacola for our Tennessee to work over.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic
Yeah, I'll go see if I can help our Dallas maybe. Though it's worth noting that the red team is actually capping the centre. Well, it's got 3 days off now. Obviously there was an hour worth of break, two 15 minutes and a half an hour. Fair enough. 10 on the feet in 4 days. Yeah, because I used to work in a pub for a couple of months, and that was on your feet all day. Well, it was a pub / restaurant. Yeah, I think even though I was out there only for like 8 months, I think I lost like 2 stone in weight because I was literally just walking basically the whole shift. Right, I think we're gonna have to go. What do you need assistance with?
torpedoes dead ahead.
Thing is, I gotta probably try and get into Alpha if I can. It's a potentially risky play, but I've got to contest this, or else the red team's going to run away with an easy win. What I might do, I might see if I can maybe my bait. No bait in there. These guns are locked off to the other side, so maybe it might be alright.
Battleship destroyed.
Right, can I reset? What is it? Fubuki. No, I need to reset the Fubuki.
Teammate, I need your support.
How much HP you got? I've got to stay out of his auto detect range, should be 2 kilometers. If our battleship can maybe reach out and touch him, that'd be much appreciated. playing Ring Around the Roses with the Fubuki. Oh really? He's going round again? What do I do? Oh, God's sake. Right. Our team has killed 5 ships, so I just need to get out of here and make it last. This game needs to end in a draw, and then we win. See. The plan's not to just do arena. The plan is to do a bit of everything. So, if you're flexible, then yeah. Otherwise, if you don't want to just focus arena, it might be better to go solo than it was. Well, to get the £11.81, you have to do 4 days, 12 hours in a row. Oh, my lord. See, it takes 3 minutes to get the cap, so I need to make sure that I leave this cap with less than 3 minutes left. If I can do that, then it should be okay. Sean, played Arena last night, played mostly DDs, managed one win in my Leon, and I'll go now, I think. But was Kraken so worth it? Changed to Warspite and had better luck. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. I think we'll just contest it again. Because I think, yeah, basically, because we've got our team's got the most kills, we're gonna get the win. So it's just a cheeky little play like that. That's what you got to do. Yeah, I mean, Arena doesn't really tickle my fancy. I don't really care for Arena. I'll play it just to get a couple of rewards. And during this live stream, I mean, if the ships are tier 5 being requested, then I will play them in Arena for the sake of, like, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. But personally, I don't really enjoy Arena too much. It doesn't really add up, I think, for the amount of time that you put into it. Like, apart from Steel, the rewards are pretty mediocre, I think, this season. See, the orange team, no, if they get 1 more kill, they still don't get it. I think destroyers are obviously going to have some of the largest impact on Arena, as always. That's just destroyers all over. And that's going to be our team winning. I think there's going to be a California-sized gap in those torpedoes. But we can take a cheeky little punt here. And that should be victory, because we've got the largest amount of kills out of that one. Good evening, Applecrib. Good evening. Hope all's well. That's our first game in Arena. The plan is not to play Arena all night, don't worry. The victory, because our team managed to secure the largest amount of kills thanks to the Tennessee, and I managed to make sure it stays as a draw by not getting myself killed, I guess you could say. Yeah. I mean, even though, like, a reasonable game doesn't really excite me. Any requests, even, gentlemen? Any requests? Oh my, I didn't know I left that there. Let's see, we might see if we can do the, we haven't done the Nelson. Well, we keep doing the Nelson, and we'll keep not having great games. So we'll have another go at the Nelson. Sure, yeah, some people in Arena go straight to the cap and cap out before really fighting is done. That's annoying. But then they get plus 50% XP. It's a strange one. This is the thing with like Arena. It's just like really strange, and like if you spawn in with like as like randoms, it's always a bit awkward because you're just like 3 random players, and you've got like 3 enemy teams that you've got to deal with. Amalfi, okie dokie. It's on the list. Thank you, Soulboy. Oh well, one more day at work after 5 days holiday. Oh, one more day at work after 5 days holiday. Oh, in other news, I've had my my second COVID jab, so I'm now fully vaccinated. My left arm really hurts at the moment, so I've got the classic. I can't raise my arm up above a certain height without it being painful. But that's not too bad considering how other people have felt after their jab. I consider myself to be rather lucky. After my first jab, I just felt really tired and went to sleep, and after my second jab, I had a bit of a hot flush. And a bit of a sore throat, but that was only like for a couple of hours, and then it's all gone. Dark Architect, I love Nelson. Good choice. Yeah, the Nelson class battleships are quite intriguing. They do have a very unique design. Admittedly, I think they would have had a better purpose in World War II had they been equipped with 15-inch guns and C turret had been moved to the back as if it was Y turret and the whole superstructure moved forward. However, you can't have everything. For the time and the design, it kind of did make sense. Let's have a look at what we're doing shipping forecast-wise. Backland, Fiji, Indianapolis, New Orleans, Hippo, Wichita, Scharnhorst, Vanguard. I'm noting we've got 2 battleships over on the left there. Someone has taken a pop at us. So we've got Scharnhorst. I can't see what the other battle. Ooh, Scharnhorst is. We're having a go. Scharnhorst. Interesting. Nelson's got quite good maneuverability, which is quite nice. Like, as in, like, her rudder shift and her turning circle. Wichita, and ironically we can actually overmatch the Wichita from the front, which will be definitely noteworthy, I guess you could say. Scharnhorst is actually turning out, which is a very intriguing playstyle considering he's a boarding battleship. What's the destroyer? Vaquelin, okay. Ooh, one fire, and we've destroyed one of the torpedo launchers on the Scharnhorst already. That is a very early in the game for a Scharnhorst to become frustrated. Now I've got to stay angled against the Scharnhorst, and I can bow tank the Wichita, which isn't too bad. Do one more volley against the Scharnhorst. I'm going to load up some AP for the Wichita. Wow, 12,000, well 13,000 volley from the HE. Okay, the Helen that was here has disappeared. Which just kind of realised what might be happening. Scharnhorst is legging it. I think we ought to apply some pressure. Oh. Dark Architects. I love using HE and AP on the British battleships. Oh yes, Nelson's just got like really, especially because I'm using the Azerlane Nelson commander as well. She's got like really good HE, really good AP. It's like I'm always torn between what ammunition type to use. And also it's short fuse AP. Is that Scharnhorst? Yeah, Scharnhorst's gone behind the line, so that's not too... This could hurt though. Is he using HE? He should have... Actually, I guess I can actually bow tank a Scharnhorst, can't I? I've never really thought about that, because the Scharnhorst has 11-inch guns. I've got 25mm plating. Radar from the Wichita, cheeky cheeky. I don't think the Wichita's going to live long enough, that's all. The bow, the Scharnhorst, can't resist my guns. Just need RNG to be a bit more kind to us, and we might be able to take advantage of that.
sighted.
It's a shame that the 6-inch secondaries on Nelson are AP only. It's the 4-inch secondaries which are HE. I've got to keep my angle. Maybe it's a bit preemptive, but
fire.
What we did get 5 pets. Okay, a Scharnhorst has torpedoes. Did he lose both his launchers? I mean, he could have just sailed past and torpedoed me, unless he lost both launchers. Don't think we're going to be able to tell. But I believe I only killed one of his launchers. So it's only if he lost both his launchers did he feel it necessary to sacrifice himself on the altar like that. Oh well, we'll come back and have a look at that game in a bit. Oh, good evening, Andy Mac. Good to see you. Good to see you. Why is the ship that sunk the Bismarck not in the game? The Dorsetshire. Well, this is the thing. Is like who do you credit the final blow against the Bismarck to? Do you credit it to Dorsetshire, which fired the last volley of torpedoes, or do you credit it to Rodney, or to KG5, or to some of the other destroyers potentially, or even Ark Royal? It all depends. Like what do you call which part is the killing blow? Alan Cribb, does the Nelson have a sister ship? If yes, and it would come to the game with normal AP fuse, would it be tier 7? I think they probably still make it a tier 6, considering the armor scheme. I have considered would they bring Rodney into the game. Obviously, she's not in gaming PC, so what would they have to do if they want to do that and bring her into Legends? Well, potentially, like you say, given her normal fuse AP could be quite interesting. I did contemplate whether they could give her an improved AA complement, but looking at the way, like, Rodney was in very poor condition towards the end of the war. She was called Leaky Rodney, and she did have refits in the United States. So she did have a slightly improved AA complement, but not really noteworthy. So unless you went for like an early war version of Rodney, where she still carried her seaplane, then you could probably give her a spotting aircraft or a catapult fighter, or the option to choose between the two. Good evening, Neighbour History Hub. Good evening. Good to see you. Good to see you. Nelson's your favourite battleship, but then when I got the Duke of York, you like the Duke of York? That's interesting to hear someone actually singing her praises. We rarely get that. With the Duke of York, I don't mind playing her. She's just nothing. I find her nothing quite noteworthy over the. We can put that on, can we? Okay, but I don't find anything noteworthy about her over the KG5. Fantastic, what have we missed? I got a win in the Icarus in the game of Arena, but nothing too special happening there. Sure, Nelson read that one. KG5 is what the Royal Navy say. Yeah, this is the thing. I think out of Duke of York and KG5, I do prefer KG5. Whether there's potential, I mean, obviously, like quite a few people do like to say, can we have Prince of Wales in the game? Now, obviously, that would mean that we would have 3 members of a single class ship in the game, probably all at the same tier. So that's maybe a bit weird, bit odd. Ooh, I'm just going to switch my headphone side. There you go. I mean, with Prince of Wales, how would you make a difference in consideration to what has happened to the Duke of York and the KG5? Well, Duke of York got an improved AA complement, but Prince of Wales was never fitted with that. So Prince of Wales would be very similar to the same chassis or hull design as the KG5 in the game. Obviously, a permanent camouflage would be quite interesting. Whether they could make a normal AP and HE, that would be quite interesting, maybe. We'll just skim the stern of this Worcester, and then we'll take a brief look at the shipping forecast, I guess. So obviously we're in a Tier 7 and Legendary game. What we got ourselves into? Tier 7 and Legendary game, Domination, Sleeping Giant, Kuznetsov, Hebron Division with a Baltimore, Alaska, Vladivostok, Alabama, Yamato, Gross, Kerfus. And I think I've still got my standard commander build on here. I haven't done anything special in regards to having like destroyer commanders with smoke and stuff. Because I guess you could say that there's a potential that we might end up with, like, say, 4 members of the Hipper class in the game. Obviously, you got the 2 obvious ones, which is Admiral Hipper and Prince Eugen. You do have the slightly obscure one with the Visor as the Hipper hold carrier. And I think there's, like, a potential for a light cruiser version of the Hipper. So rather than being equipped with 8 8-inch guns, being equipped with 12 6-inch guns, because there were designs for those, but they never followed through with them because they decided just to build heavy cruisers instead. Now we will launch the catapult fighter here, see if we can get any spotting. It's interesting to have a game where there's no DDs. Hipper's working in a squadron, not a squadron, in a division with a Baltimore, if I recall. Also, 633 Squadron. That's a very interesting black and white film about a Mosquito aircraft squadron. It's got a very catchy theme tune, if I remember. I'm just going to focus on the cap, but I'm going to blank off the corner and then see if I have to push out and engage. Tallinn, that's the Russian Tier 7 heavy cruiser. How do you find the Amalfi? Any good? I find the Amalfi to be quite reasonable. I remember quite a lot of people have like complained and things about the Amalfi, so I did a while back do a Let's Play in the Amalfi where I revisited it to almost just see, like, is there something wrong with it or not? And I remember being quite pleasantly surprised with the capabilities of the Amalfi, especially her maneuverability if you have an agility build. For an open water cruiser, she is... Ooh, you cheeky grosser Kerfus. For a Tier 7 open water cruiser, she is quite nice. I could launch an aircraft here, but I'll probably find that it will be shot down very quickly, as the Baltimore will have very effective AA, and the Italian fighters are usually quite poor. Just focusing a little. Of course, the Italians do suffer a little bit from quite a slow reload. Thankfully, the Baltimore's firing HE. slowly getting slightly better results. I guess it's potentially due to the turtle back on the hipper. Yeah, look, she's tucked herself in. The hipper does have very good AP. I think we'll go quiet now. It should be quite easy because we're right at the end of our gun range. Okay, right, try and keep our guns off to the left. We might as well close back in and make a re-engagement. Let's see, where do we get to? Well, Criff, the Duke is on sale at in the store. Yeah, geez, what is it? 9,800 doubloons for the Duke of York. Is it 2 UK Commander crates and a load of credits? It's an interesting offer, I guess you could say. Hello, DJ Shag. Long time no see. Or should I call you? Or would you? No, we'll go for DJ Shag. Sean. Duke of York does have better AP shells than the KG5. That is true. She does have better angles. Makes her good at dealing with cruisers, and she has sonar. That is very true as well, which catches that DD sometimes. I just seem to have good games in the Duke of York. That's fair. That's fine. I seem to find with the Duke of York, I think the thing that I find that punishes the Duke of York the most is her slower rate of fire in comparison to the KG5, which just doesn't, first of all, just doesn't seem to be warranted. And second of all, for some reason, why does the Duke of York have less HP? Not less HP, but less repair parties than a KG5? Again, it's another strange thing. Potentially, maybe I need to look into rejigging my commander on the Duke of York, because at the moment I do have like a full AA build commander on the Duke of York, but I'm having to use Bruce Fraser, and Bruce Fraser does not come with Master Mechanic. It's one of the reasons why I'm not really that keen on Bruce Fraser as an actual commander in game. Nothing against the chap in real life. Ooh. Oh, Yamato finally turned up to the party, did he? Is that an AFK Kuznetsov? We'll shoot anyway, but I think the kill's probably already been secured by someone else. Okay. Oh my. The enemy team's just evaporating. Well, it's pretty much a case to just put the controller down and suffer my fate. The Yamato has like just turned up and is just slapping everything about like it's nobody's business. So there's not really too much I can actually do this game for the rest of it. The red and white in the Italian ships was to stop for any aircraft. Yes, yeah, it's quite an interesting colour design. I do like it. It's a nice little thing. Like with my Victory at Sea miniatures. Yes, I am focusing on the Royal Navy at current, but I am going to have a little bit of a German and Italian contingent, just for, just tabletop purposes, obviously. Duke's still in sale in the store. She's under like personal offers. Wow, okay, that game's all over and done with. Admiral Criff, during World War I, Italian planes bombed some of their own battleships. That's why the red and white stripes. Oh, okay, so they did actually experience cases of friendly fire during World War I. Oh, that's interesting. History Hub, and in World War II they had friendly fire problems. I think they just didn't want to take the chances. Mid-table for a mid-table performance, I think is fair to say there. We'll have a quick look at the Nelson game, but we jump back to the desk. Any more requests? Obviously, that's the Amalfi. Let's see, how did we do in the Nelson? We got third on the table out of that Nelson game. Obviously the team was melting on the far side, so it wasn't really too much out of it. Ironically, the Scharnhorst that rammed me was Meta Jerk, so fair enough. I'll probably find out on Discord whether I castrated both his torpedo launchers or something. I'm not quite sure. Personal, 91,000 damage out of that. Probably most of that came from the Scharnhorst ram, so I can't exactly complain about the ram, I guess you could say. But yeah, we'll just jump back to the desk. There we go. Alabama. I don't have the Alabama. Oh, do I? I do have the Alabama. I do see a Cheshire there as well. So I'll do Cheshire, and then I'll jump on to Alabama as well. Let's see. I'm definitely changing that build. Whereas, yeah. And I better write the Alabama down. And I probably spelled that completely incorrectly, but we'll have a crack at it. I think if I remember, I don't have the Alabama, but what I'll do is I will take the Massachusetts out instead as her sister ship. And Criv, if I remember correctly, I think Italian planes also successfully sunk one of their own cruisers as well in early World War II. Ooh, ouch. They did sink a cruiser with many torpedo boats in World War II. Now here's your Florida also. I need to look at. Okay. Florida would be nice with a bit of dispersion buff. Because I haven't got the Alabama, I will do the Florida. And we've got the Cheshire game here. Let's see what we got ourselves into. We got ourselves into a tier 6 and 7 game. Akatsuki, Cheshire, Flint, Suzuki, Gneisenau, North Carolina, John Bar, Richelieu, Georgia. Only the Gneisenau and the Richelieu I can actually tank on my armoured belt. I spawned on the centre right, so I guess we better go for the right flank and see what we can do there. Gonna have to keep our distance because we pretty much got overmatch written everywhere on the enemy team. Let's have a peek. Georgia overmatch. North Carolina. Okay, I can angle against the Richelieu, the John Barton, and Gneisenau. That's not too bad actually. North Carolina is going to be quite scary. Just because she has so many 6-inch guns. Like, it's going to be very easy for the... if the North Carolina can find her mark, and she will make her mark on the Cheshire, especially for that. Commander build on the Cheshire. I believe it's Bruce Fraser with... I want to say, like... Is it Igniter is the first trait? Oh, we'll have a look. We'll have a look. I'm just going to use this island cover because why not? First fire of the game. That's what we want. Cheshire is like a warm bath with candles. I love her and she's a beast if played right. Yes. But if played badly... Oh, Vladivostok showed broadside to a North Carolina. And it looks like the enemy team is going to be making a push over here. So I need to make sure that I'm actually ready to angle away. Oh boy, why am I spotted? Why am I spotted? Enemy DD in the centre. This is not good. This is really not good. going to hope that maybe I can get myself angled before I get hit. Right, we'll just put some aerodynamic leaders out. I think the Z is going to tuck in quite nicely. Oh, there we go, just managed to reach over. I think we will continue the Suzuki. Oh god, what's that? North Carolina? Oh no. It's Skinny and Hope. It's good eyes now. Okay, that's not too bad. Time to repair, I think. I think I'll just see how much I can tie up this flank. Maybe slow them down or at least do something over here, I think. Do you have the Orkan? Yes, I do. It's your time, Major. Survive the onslaught. Oh, I will try. I think I'm going to start kiting the other way. Oh, you predicted me turning quite... Oh, you have. Hopefully there's a gap here. So I've really got to like micromanage my positioning. I'm just going to stop, reverse, let them close a bit more, and then re-engage. I could get away. I could do a repair party now, but I'm going to hold off. Right, let's see if I can catch with the chat. Yeah, I'll show the Cheshire build after this. I think the Orkan is a similar playstyle to the French DDs, but you have British traits. Yeah, it's very true. She is basically a lightning without smoke. North Carolina makes the area pucker. That's certainly one way to put it. We will re-engage forward momentum before we open fire. Ooh, double fire. I damage conned it. Oh, she turned. I'm going to have to turn in to respot them.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
I know you've damaged conned recently, so I might see if I can fire on you. What's my 11.1? Okay. Yes. Might chance it and see if we can get a second fire. Okay, she's starting to try and look at me, isn't she? Oh, she's looking at me. Here's the rear turret. That's 2 fires. Temptation is to get disengaged and let her burn. We wish to re-engage once we see either fires go out. Or if we see her fire her guns. Because she's got like a 30-second reload, so when she fires her gun, she's just going to lose track of me. She's burning up crispy. Nope, she's put all her fires out. So time to put another shrimp on the barbie. She damage conned that straight away. So this volley won't get anything. But I need, hopefully, my next volley to get a fire. That's what I really need.
The enemy team has taken the lead. Battleship sighted.
That should be her.
We destroyed an enemy battleship.
We have to engage a Gneisenhower, a Richelieu, and Cheshire, and an Akatsuki. Oh boy. At least I'm driving in the right direction, I guess you could say.
You're the last one standing.
Oh, goody. At least I can. At least there's no overmatch left in the game. No, I can't. No, I can't battle tag it. I've got. She got through the nose.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes to starboard.
We'd like to know what you think. Where did we get to? 114,000 damage, only the one kill in North Carolina. Top of the team, can't complain. Done what we could. Tried to tie them up for as long as we could, but you can only do so much. Right. Let's see, where did we get to? What is British traits badly built and must have tea-making facilities? Well, British tanks used to always have... British tanks are known for having tea-making facilities. Regarding the commander build, there you go. Tea is given, you can't go to sea without the supply of tea. I'd say it's more supply of rum, chaps, that's what I would say. I spent 9 days pulling out French Navy tug, and that half sank in the channel moving the dredger barge. I testify the French build quality is questionable. Usually I was... just like their cars. Oh, yeah, French... Well, French cars are known for having bad electronics, aren't they? Western cars. I've pulled UK-built tugboats that have been submerged in one day. We can get the engine running and usually bring it home under their own power. French engine must have it. Oh. Overloaded with baguettes. Oh. Sean, I think the French fishing fleet is the most dangerous in the world. Now, visual, I got to smash the chance to go the carrier. Ooh, okay. When we were joint deployed years back, the engine had shut down and the French lads were out of ideas. She was dead in the water and couldn't launch. Oh my. Or retrieve aircraft. Was there 10 minutes. Plugged a leak with a lag. Oh my god. My. Sounds like, yeah, Charles de Gaulle sounds like she had some issues there back in the day. What was the next ship in the, Florida, wasn't it? Sorry, Josh, you distracted me with reading the chat, especially about the French carrier. Let's see. Let's get the Florida sorted. Any more requests after that? Trying to not make it just battleships, chaps, though. Just needing to select the Americans. I'm going to have to drink up this bottle quite quickly because it's actually gone a little bit lukewarm, I guess you could say. There we go. Oh my, we're halfway through the stream already. No wonder why it's gone lukewarm. Transformers ship next, Major. Well, I have played the Amalfi already with the Transformers skin on. It's just disabled, so you can't see it. If you want, I'll turn it on and maybe we'll do the August of A.Parseval. I see what we got ourselves into. Tier 67 game. Benson's a 23, Zara, Helena, Megami, Normandy, Nagdo, Lion, Vladivostok. So, full forward. Vladivostok, Nagato can overmatch my bow. Normandy and Lion, or Leon, whatever you want to call it, can't. So I've got to bear that in mind. And they were history up. She was, she was and she still is bad. The CGG Major. French training on the engineer side is too lax, and they don't train for the unforeseen or underway work. Okay, that's interesting. Because I know that recently Queen Elizabeth has, well, by recently I mean like a couple of months back, did do some joint navy operations with the Italians and the French in the Mediterranean. That was quite interesting. Obviously, with the joint mission fleet with the Americans, and I think the Dutch are in there as well, aren't they? That's they're all way over now on the in the Pacific now. I think they made it now, because I think the joint operation was in August. I've lost track of it. I have to admit, I haven't seen too much about it recently. Benson's running. That's intriguing. Well, we'll go this way with the Charnos and see what we can do. We'll pull the last of the Bovril, and then that means I can quickly finish this lovely beef tea off at the end of this game.
Feuer auf festgelegtes Ziel konzentrieren.
So it's got to be a cruiser that's spawned over here, which has not yet been spotted. Because looking at the I don't know, unless they spawn double DD over here, which I doubt. I'd be surprised if it's double DD over here. It's got to be a cruiser. What's that smoke screen? It's got to be a Zara. Is it a Zara, or is it maybe just a clever DD player supporting a cruiser? And that does. Yeah, maybe it is just a clever cruiser. Let's see, the firing HE, at least 3 turrets. That's the Benson. So I'm not going to fire. I don't want to give away my position. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turrets. 5 turrets. It's got to be a Helena or a Megami. Helena. There we go. Good news about Helena, it does not have torpedoes. It's the perfect ship that you wish to see closing into point blank range against you, because you know it can do practically nothing apart from ram you. I'm 14-inch guns, aren't I? So... oh. There we go. Yeah, on it. Right, let's see if we can get round the corner and see what we can do. No, sure. When the ship was recovered, all the fillers, the Queen Elizabeth and the miners, are out trying to intimidate the Chinese. We used to do it to the Russians. I think it's a bit of a joint mission, and it's probably not just the Chinese. It's probably the Chinese and the North Koreans. And also, it's probably a bit of unity, especially with Japan. And also, who else were they working with? They were working with the, is it Singapore, maybe? So I guess it's partially reinitiating ties with that part of the world. Okay, the Benson's nearly dead, so what we might do, see if we can position ourselves to engage the Megami, I think. Might just quickly switch ear. The problem with wearing glasses and this headset, it kind of like pushes the ear against the glasses frame behind the ear. Let's go to the front turrets, please. Thank you. And we can certainly see around the corner, so we will aim. 5 overpens. Ooh, there's not much of a Megami left, is there? There she goes. I'll turn bow in on the assumption that did the Megami? She could have got torpedoes away. Look at her angle. Those torpedo launchers are kind of looking at me.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
There we go. We're clear. Broadside Normandy. Not sure where that second volley's going to land, because that was just fired on the whim. I didn't do too badly. I'm Griff, can you fix anything with a hammer? Industrial secret.
The ship is on fire.
Sometimes it's probably a joke, probably more a joke from my parents' era, but yeah, the other thing that you call a hammer is an Irish screwdriver. What's that? And there's the Leon.
Fighter returning to ship.
I think someone's going to finish the Lion off. Yeah, okay, we'll start training our guns to our starboard side. We'll let the fire burn, it's only got 13 seconds left. It's quite interesting to note that the Americans, with their turrets, have got that kind of gap in the middle as well when they were looking at doing quadruple turrets. Sean, they weren't the Royal Navy, one work on ships looking for all the sea as an engineer. The other laying communication cables under the sea as an engineer, both in the 80s to the 2000s. Yeah, as Naval History Hub says, probably not the best conditions. A typical, I finally load up some HE for an anchored target, and it goes broadside. And I bet if I switch to AP, Murphy's Law will mean that the Lion will turn back the other way. Or will be completely blacked out of existence before I even get to sink my teeth into it. Oh, will I? Maybe? No. I'll give the heifer a thumbs up. Oh, cheeky devil. A hipper. He's certainly has some talent. Yeah, sure. No. I'm okay. The Florida's turrets look like they were welded together, 2 twin turrets to make a quadruple turret. Is this kind of like concept that the French kind of had? Like the French were really concerned that should a turret take a hit, they wanted to try and make it so it means only half the turret would be lost. So they used to divide the turrets into 2, and so in order to get this armoured partition in the middle of the turret, they had to obviously space the guns out from the middle a little bit. So that's where you end up this kind of like layout where it looks like 2 twin turrets welded together. Obviously, in practice, whether that really would have worked, I mean, let's be honest, if one half of your turret has taken a catastrophic hit in combat, it's probably your turret's probably going to be knackered, because you've got to think about how that impact is going to affect all the other sensitive turret things, like the way, the bearings and the way it's mounted and the balancing and the weight of it all. Now, the only time where it probably is useful is very much like when it happened on the French battleships, where there was a premature detonation of a shell within the turret, and basically what that meant was only half the turret crew were severely wounded or killed, and the other side were probably just heavily concussed. So maybe it has some use, I guess you could say. As Sack says, yeah, try and keep it PG. Obviously, I will change what you say when I read them out, though. Yeah, if you could, yeah, try and keep it suitable. That'd be much obliged, chaps. Yes, yeah. Sorry. Distracted in the chat, but yeah, talking about like the Iowa's turrets and stuff. Fourth in the team, the Hipper there doing very well, securing all the kills, which is fair enough. Let's see, we got 3/4 of an hour left. I think I've run out of recommendations, so I might flirt with a carrier. I did do the Lexington earlier. So maybe we'd do the August von Parsifal. Actually, I did say I was going to do the August von Parsifal with the Transformer skin actually visible. So let's see if we can do that for you. Transformers enabled. So there you go. I'm not going to use the Transformer Commander. Just because I'll be like putting myself at a detriment. Can I? Where is he? No, not that one. That one, isn't it? Sorting flies. What's this one? Return speed and the HP. At the end of the day, I think with your aircraft, if they're going to be lost, they're lost. So I'd rather do that. Would rather do that because that actually helps with the AP. How much have I got to upgrade you just to get a? Just got to do that. But okay, I'll do that, and then I'll just do my usual, which would be okay, that's fine. I want Space Fishy. Where's Space Fishy? There's Space Fishy. And I want Tanaka. Where is Tanaka? There's Tanaka. There you go. Okay, there you go. Pretty generic commander build. Yeah, there you go. There's your August von Parsifal with Transformers. Alaska. Go on. I'll have to see how I can do in the Alaska, because I usually end up playing it a bit too passive. Basically, with the Alaska, if I play too aggressively and die to a Yamato, or play it too passive and don't do anything all game. So there's always a joy, I guess you could say. That bulkhead that runs along the centre of the turret isn't so much separated, but adding structural integrity. Maybe. You might be right there, in some regards. Oh, we have to hear the Transformers. Oh, yes. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait, no. I've got to actually change, sorry. Settings. Sound. Common.
I will prove myself as the true leader of the Decepticons!
Oh, God. That is horrible. Oh. It's god awful. Oh. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really a fan of Transformers, chaps. Oh no. No, stop it, chaps. Right, Kagero, Carabos, Gearing, Konetsov, Wichita, Alaska, Tirpitz, Conqueror, Lexington. Okay, the jets are kind of pretty, yes. The voice is incredibly irritating. Wichita. Oh, it's horrible. Right, I'm going to see if I can keep this Wichita broadside onto our battleship. Right, AP bombers, here we go. Oh, prop-powered jets. Oh yeah, it's on the to-do list, chaps. They have flagged it. Admittedly, you've also got jets dropping torpedoes, which I'm not really certain is a thing. Any of those going to hit? We got one. We got one bomb hit, which somehow gave us a double defender ribbon. Oh, there's a DD over there. Okay. Oh. This voice is horrible. August von Parsifal still the best carrier even after nerf. Yeah. Admittedly, I have enjoyed the Lexington as well. The Shikoku has been heavily heavily affected.
Thanks to you, I shall succeed where others have failed.
Where is... Oh, she's over here. No idea if that's going to... Let's see what happens. Ooh, 2 torpedo hits. Please be quiet. I don't want to hear this voice. Nice. Well, what's going on back there? I might just do like a partial move. Oh, it's just be quiet. Shut up, Starscream. I don't want to hear your lies. What's going on over here? God. I hope you appreciate that I'm doing this for you, chaps. You gonna... What are you? You're turpits. Oh, one sister down. Can we chance another? Affirmative. I will catch up with the chat in a second, chaps. As always, carry games, I always find them like a little bit more intensive just because there's always something going on.
Destination reached. Pilot mode disabled.
Never set it down. We'll just recall that one aircraft back and we'll use some torpedo aircraft now. I think we might have to get ourselves partially closer to the combat. There we go. Might be able to finish off the torpedoes, but it's highly unlikely because, yeah, there you go. So it looks like we're going to be working the Conqueror over. Oh, God.
For once, I agree with you.
These...
Good. Brings me closer to my goal. Nice work. Get that Ottawa. Show no mercy. Get that area now.
We did get... Oh, will we finish the Conqueror? Probably not. I bet someone else will. Suddenly there'll be a volley of AP crashing in and finish it off. Did I get the bomb away? No, I didn't. Oh boy. I think that at the moment, one thing I'm very tempted to do, or I would like them to like introduce a commander that you could do it with, would be a speed build with a carrier. Just so you can get your carrier around the map a bit quicker. And she goes. So we've got to play Find the Kuznetsov.
Nice work. That's almost as good as I've done myself. In 5 minutes. Here's that area. Now. Leave this target alone. Okay, okay. Nice work. Nice work.
Oh, be quiet. I swear, I never get games with chat being this busy. The one time I get the most irritating commander, with the most irritating voice, right? Everyone's just spamming the commands. That's just my luck. I see. Lexington. Okay.
Let this be the first step to Decepticon domination. Under Starfleet's leadership.
I mean the one. Ugh. We were actually running out of aircraft. I might just have to sit down for a bit and catch up with the chat. Never History Hub. It's like the film Final Countdown. Zero's taken on Supercarrier underrated films. It's a film I've been meaning to watch. I've heard of it, never watched it. Sean. This Cameron voiceover almost make me want to play carriers. Almost. This is the thing, I do like playing carriers. Actually, we can launch a flight of bombers, so we'll do that. So I'm trying to keep myself up to tabs with them because they're always going to be in the game. They're not going to disappear. So I think it's worth, if you can, play them a little bit, just to even just understand their capabilities. That's my recommendation, at least. No history. The voiceover alone has put me off forever. What, Transformers? With Starscream Commander, my planes go 195 knots. Ooh, nice. 20% more than any other carrier plane in the game. Yeah, he does buff speed, which is quite nice. Hello, HMS Duncan. Hello, long time no see. Ooh, you've been busy, have you? Sounds like you're enjoying the game with your Decepticon. Playing a lot better than I could. I have been, like, before I was live streaming, I did do a couple of like practice games, and I have been playing carriers a little bit more frequently when I'm playing solo. Because Lexington's going to have very good AA, but we just got to chance it in there, I think. Oh. Ah, next. There you go. Sean sounds like, yeah, there was. Grimlock is the only commander that I'm missing, not really worth getting it. I'm not exactly sure the Transform commanders are that worth it. Is Grimlock the commander that changed into a police car? I don't know. Don't ask me. Team results came third on the team, which is fair enough. Oh my god. I am turning that off as soon as possible, chaps. That is horrendous. The camo's nice. And having it as jets, that's quite a nice little gimmick. That voiceover, oh my, that is god awful. Settings, I need to disable Transformers, and then I need to go back to common voice. Back to national voice, I should say. Right. Oh yeah, Alaska, wasn't it? I'll try and catch up with the chat though. Is Grimlock there? What was Grimlock? Let's have a look at the commanders briefly. I've got to find him. Oh, isn't Grimlock the dinosaur? So, there's Grimlock. I'm not sure if it was a police car. Let's have a look. Doesn't say. And I don't think I see anything that looks like a police car on him. So yeah, not exactly sure. Let's get the Alaska launched then. No, here's your final countdown is amazing. Zeros versus Tomcats has to be seen, and maybe I will have to try and find some time for it. And then Hot Rod is definitely interesting for Edinburgh radar for future Minotaur. I've tried it on the Albemarle. HMS Duncan, did you hear about the air show ditching? No, I haven't heard about that. Is that a new warship T-shirt? Yes, it is. It's a present from my parents for my birthday. So I've acquired quite a few T-shirts recently. So I've been just trying to wear them bit by bit. Then it could be the first time that Zerling Belfast is not my main commander on the Edinburgh, specifically when got radar equipped. That's a fair comment. That's a fair comment. So if you're one of those who likes to use the event commanders. Alaska game with 4 enemy DDs. Tier 7 legendary game, of course. Kagero, Z23, Z23 gearing, Albemarle, Wichita, Alaska, Tirpitz. What a very interesting game.
Action stations.
We're on the flank with the Iowa, so basically protect the Iowa. They've only got 1 battleship. They've got 1 battleship. We've got 2. See, so we have this game, and then we've got one last game for the stream, and so I'm going to be a bit of a dictator, and I'll choose the last ship of the stream, I guess you could say. But being that we are towards the latter half of the stream, being we did have Bovril to start the stream, to go with a nice beef tea, it's always recommended to have a nice red wine, so there you go. Nice Merlot. I'm sure that's not what they actually mean when they say it goes nice with beef and red meats, but that's what we're going to go for. I got HE loaded because I was anticipating running into DDs and battle tanking battleships and things like that, and we end up with a broadside Alaska, which is rather amusing. However, we do have a battle tanking Wichita tucked in there, so we'll have to wait and see. Z23 has actually eaten a torpedo, so yep, going to be looking to see if we can finish that off. Doing a bit of a spread of the shells and see.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Okay, we've got another Z-23 that we need to help with. My radar range is 9 kilometers. That's one thing I don't like the way that legendary tier. So like tier 7 and tier 6 radar ranges are different. 8.5 kilometers for an American cruiser at tier 6, 9 kilometers at tier 7 with an American cruiser. So why don't we get like 9.5 with the American? Like, why do we not get that just a little bit more? You know, they are another tier up. Why don't we just get a little bit more like we do with the other tiers? That's what I'm not super keen on. Okay, we'll have to wait and see how we engage this Alaska. Sean, Soundwave is a good commander with Zerlane Baltimore with rudder shift running down double rudder shift on cruisers. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Like Hot Rod does seem. Hot Rod is basically a Tenant build, but with these like abilities which do improve radar duration, reload, and aircraft or detectability by aircraft. Of course, we load up AP for the Alaska to go bow on. So we'll now switch to HE. And we'll just see if we can just take our chances with it. Yeah, because he's put a fire out. Here's Duncan. A biplane went in the drink at a Bournemouth Air Show. A wing walker was trapped until the plane went under for about 40 seconds. She and the pilot survived. So I do remember reading something like that in the paper. I don't think it was a large article, and I didn't read too much into it. I only gave it a quick skim. But yeah, I do actually remember reading that in the paper. Admiral Criv put on Takio as well, and that build, and you can have the most expensive build in the game with 3 premium commanders. That is very true. My commander's worth 15,000 doubloons. Well, actually, no, because you could not buy Takeo straight off. So, with Takeo, it would be like it could, it could be more than that, couldn't it? Oh, that's the thing. That's one thing I didn't like with the ARP collaboration, was that they did not sell the commanders separately. I know the reason why that was the case was because obviously agreements with the rights owners of the ARP. Because obviously what Wargaming do is they have like a number of packages that they offer as part of the collaboration. So they say, oh, you can have this package where this happens, you can have this package where this happens, and it's almost down to agreements and stuff. So the ARP stuff being locked into surprise mechanics, like, obviously, should have Wargaming agreed to it? I don't, potentially not, but also, like, that was kind of forced upon them by the rights holders. That was like the bundle that they chose. Potentially, whether that means that in the future you might see ARP returned with commanders in their own crates or purchasable separately is potential, because obviously what will happen is obviously when they do these collabs, the other party obviously gets a share of, or a cut of it, I guess you could say. And if they see that it wasn't such, like, in comparison to other rights holders like Hasbro and Yostar, if they see that they didn't get as much as them, they might then reconsider what bundle they go for. It's all business and behind the scenes, I guess you could say. Sean Whitland, and Decepticon Roadblock is a police car, but he is not in this game. Oh, okay. Afternoon, Pixel Mud. Afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Nehushu, I played 2 games in Alaska and it was terrible. Admittedly, this is the thing, I've only done like 27,000 damage, but we seem to be rolling over the enemy team. Potentially, with there being 4 DDs in the game, there's not a lot of damage for me to munch up. And being that on this flank, I've only been able to really engage 1 cruiser and 2 DDs. yeah, it's just not a lot of like enemy HP I can munch up, unfortunately. So we're in this situation where we're winning, and I haven't done anything bad. We seem to be doing all right, but obviously there's just not been the engagements, which means that this game is going to be a massive loss, and I'm probably going to be poor on the table because what, my positioning, my initial spawn, I don't know. Woo, 5 promotional orders out of the daily crate. It's not rubbish. I've been noticing I've been getting like a single insignia quite a lot recently. I'm equipped to level up Soundwave or Beeple with Baltimore and Takeo inspirations. You will need around 78 universal accommodations. Ooh. 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 That's not good to hear, Duncan. There's Duncan. What's your life? Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you. Just heading back. Well, you're probably gonna get back just as I finish the stream. Then it was Sir Lane equals best collaboration. In regards to how the collaboration was handled, yeah, I think out of all of the collaborations, I think the collaboration contract that Wargaming have with Yostar is probably one of the better contracts that they have.
Concentrate fire on that enemy warship.
You're going to be dead soon. Ooh. Don't drift into it. Ooh. Pretty bad that there's only like 7,000 HP left on the enemy team. That torpedo did barely any damage. That's a lightning. Oh, don't give me an...
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Oh, I hate getting kills like that. I guess a kill's a kill, I guess you're saying. Just Duncan, I'm signing off to tell our damage squad to clear this ops room. Goodbye, mate. Oh, cheerio, HMS Duncan. Good to see you. Good for you to pop by. Long time no see. Only 29,000 damage, but we did get first blood coming. Yeah, but I don't really know how I could have done any differently. I think I was just dealt a bit of a duff spawn, I guess you could say. The only way I could probably maybe do something would be to just abandon the spawn and go to the other side, maybe. Yeah, I think it just is what it is. We've managed to just about scrape away with a profit. We are only got a quarter hour left of the stream, one last game, and so I will choose what I want. But we just jump back to the office mode. Boop. Just got to remember, I haven't even used the soundboard this game. I guess it's there if I need it. Let's see, what do we fancy? We've done quite a few battleships. We've done some cruisers too. We haven't done any DDs. Let's do the Jervis, because we've done the Icarus at the start of the stream. So we'll do the Jervis to end the stream on. So, a game of Capture the Base on New Dawn. Probably a tier 5 and 6 game, knowing this map. Let's see, with Gaidi, Shirisatsuyu, Bixviska, Mass, Ioba, Tennessee, Sinop, Scharnhorst, Nelson. You know, it's games like these where I know people always whinge that there's too many DDs and stuff, but then if you look at the other half of the team, it's BBs, and usually it's the BBs which are whinging about the DDs. So if you don't want games like this, potentially consider playing a cruiser.
Let's get to it.
At least that's my opinion on it, anyway. Ooh. Afternoon, Mike. It's going. Good to see you. Good to see you. How late am I? You are 1 hour and 45 minutes late. Oh. And there it was. I have too many Japanese commanders. Yes, they've done a lot of American and Japanese collaboration commanders. They haven't done too many of like any of the other nations. I guess partially, maybe like the Japanese and the American markets are the largest out there when it comes to this game. So in some respects, it's kind of fair enough. They're focusing on the target audience. But it would be, yes, nice to have a couple more either events or collaboration commanders. I would really like to see a British DD commander. I mean, you only have to look and like how many American DD commanders are there, and how many Japanese DD commanders are there nowadays.
Feuer auf festgelegtes Ziel konzentrieren.
Z35 is most certainly braver than I.
Smoke generator activated. Smoke screen set.
It works. Like, he did just torp 2 battleships. I guess that's one way to play a DD. Wouldn't necessarily say it's the... He probably did quite well, because he's just done 50% damage to 2 battleships. Tier 6. Got a fire on the Scharnhorst, which should be advantageous. RDF is most certainly indicating that the Scharnhorst is the nearest target. I think we'll just keep an eye on her, let her burn up a bit. If she puts the fire out, then we might have to re-engage. I'm just a little bit... I don't like the way the base is just so wide open at the moment. Yeah, RDF is indicating there's something very close to our base. So I am going to have to motor along and see if I can gauge whatever that is. Let's see. Gaidi, Bitsevitska. That's my options. Because the other battleship and the cruiser have been spotted. The ALP collaboration pushed the Japanese commanders far ahead. Yes, it did, because they were all Japanese, weren't they? I think. No, there was like one German and it was like it was 3 Japanese, 1 German. I can't remember the other one. Well, we just better race to the base then. That's what we can do. I'm curious, but if I check if Hannah is the only usable commander in the ARP line, the rest is junk mare. I did like Takeo as an inspiration, yes, as you say there, yes. Which like by the time I get home is over, I should be on for a few games. I've got to cook the evening meal as the missus will be home after the stream, so I have to feed the wife. Iona was a good replacement for Yamaguchi if you got them at the same level. That's true. She's a good carrier inspiration. I'm clear. For me, IGN commanders are Takea for BBs, Targa for cruisers, agreed, and Space Fishy for DDs. Okay. No, they're all Japanese. I think, yeah, well, were they? Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, they were all Japanese, weren't they? That's a shame. Where's the guy, D? We better get a reset on him. I think we just got to go for it, chaps. He's going to have better range sonar than me, so I'm just going to have to chance my arm. It must be a brand new guy, D, because he's not using sonar, which is most intriguing. I'll have to take a closer look. Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to work out whether he's got the 120. I mean, he's firing so slow. I don't think he has got the 150. Well, I don't think he's got the 128s. I think he's got the 150s.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
Problem solved, sir.
Right, time to head up north and see if we can chip in for the end of the game there. Well, no, it was got 19 Japanese commanders now. Ugh. Oh, crib, just for fun, I put Hanawa as a commander on my Mutsu and Ki. Now I can hit anything further away than 7 kilometers. The fun part is the secondaries reach out to 7.1. You can't hit anything further away than 7 kilometers. So basically, you made the Ki and the Mutsu like close-in brawling ships. I think maybe just to show like how much of a one-track mind I have when it comes to this game. Maybe I should show you, chaps, my British commanders. Oh, I didn't turn notifications off. Might just have to do that now. No, I forgot something. There we go. For Japanese BBs, I use Arthas, the Warhammer collaboration. Yeah, that's fair. Tigir and Fuso and Hana, specifically on ARP Harana, same goes for Kirishima. Well, great for the Russians. I hope they not do a collab commander. I would like to see Stalin, Lenin, and Putin on collab commanders. Oh, that would be so like. That'd be so politically sensitive. That'd be like having Uncle Adolf as a German commander. I mean, that is so politically loaded. Oh, so close to the double strike as well. Neptune's beard. I was about to say, I use all Japanese BB commanders, then I saw Godzilla. Oh yes, Godzilla. Woo! Z35, who literally threw himself at the enemy team, torped 2 battleships and died, came 4 from bottom. So I guess that maybe that's worth showcasing that tactic. Although sometimes works if your team loses, doesn't quite work if your team wins. So yeah, that's quite interesting. Managed to do 55,000 damage, get 2 kills, only 2 torpedo hits required, and yeah, just defend ribbons and things like that. So not too bad. I did say I was going to show you my British commander's screen, so I will let you gawp away at that. There you go. Let me know if that's enough level 16s. I've got 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 of them fully upgraded. Some say there's something wrong with me. But anyway, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has come along. And it's going all the way back to the start of the chat. I'd like to say thank you to Innate Words. Thank you to Sean Whitling. Thank you to Salty Sax. Thank you to Admiral Criv. Thank you to Soulboy B. Thank you to Dark Out Architect. Thank you to Andy Mack. Thank you to Naval History Hub. Thank you to GJ Shag. Good to see you. Thank you to Vaz Vegas. Oh yeah, you made me play the Transformer carrier. Thank you, Vaz. You always know which ships to make me play, don't you? Who else do we have today? Thank you to HMS Duncan, D37. Thank you to Pixel Mug. Thank you to Warships for Life, as always. Thank you to Mike X Gaming. And I think that is everyone. So thank you everyone for coming along. I've completely neglected to mention it, but if you can, obviously give the stream a thumbs up and all that. I think most of you guys are all the subscribers, but if you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. Let's say thank you to all the subscribers. Thank you to everyone who has come along. Thank you to everyone who has obviously commented in the chat. It's much obliged. It obviously helps with the channel. I might just quickly jump to the at the desk. And anyone says he's got 16 commanders at level 16. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I've got 14 at level 16, so I'm not too far behind you. All those level 16s, yes. But yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you. Cheers. Chin chin. Pip pip and cheerio. Adios as well. And yeah, thank you for everyone for coming along. And I should say, well, until next time, I'm the Gareth Major, and back to the port.